Hi guys, this is Mrs. Gastler, and in this video we're going to talk about Lesson 1 in Unit 4, which is what's a force? So we're going to start with the technical definition of a force, which is just a push or a pull on an object. What you need to know is that a force is a vector. Whoa, the V is missing. There you go. A force is a vector. That means that it has both magnitude and direction. Magnitude, when we say that, we just mean that a force is we need to know how hard you're pushing and also which way. That's the direction. What we use for a symbol is the letter F and also a subscript, which tells us about the force. For example, the letter G is a subscript, is small and below. Sometimes it's capital, sometimes it's lowercase, sometimes it's a number. F with a G would mean the force of gravity. What we use to measure the force is called a Newton, which we abbreviate with a capital N. A stick of butter weighs about a Newton, to give you an idea of how much a Newton is. What do forces do? Well, they make objects change what they're doing. We already learned about changing what you're doing. That's acceleration. When you change what you're doing, speeding up or slowing down or turning, that is acceleration. Sometimes when you apply a force, something changes and sometimes it doesn't. And that happens because some forces are stronger than others. That's that magnitude that we just talked about up there. So where do those pushes and pulls come from? Well, they come from other objects. Sometimes those are contact forces because another object is physically touching it. For example, a push or a pull when you literally push or pull something. Sometimes it's not obvious, like you can't see it, like air is touching you. You can feel it, right? And sometimes the object is not touching you. It's happening at a distance, like a magnet. A magnet can influence what something is doing even if it's not touching you. Sometimes a magnet does touch you and sometimes it doesn't. Another example is gravity. Gravity is something that can touch you, or that cannot touch you. For example, the moon is affected by gravity, but we're not touching the moon at all. Okay? All right, so that is real fast information about what forces are. We'll learn more about forces in the next lessons to come. Thanks for watching. Ask your teacher if you have questions.